Alright, I'm going to be creating a new character. Kind of a guide is best way, I think, for me to, get started on playing, and just to make the game a little easier to start with. It's a little bit of cheese, a little bit of, I don't know, I guess you could call it cheating, but I don't know, it's just knowledge. We're starting out with a bandit, and we'll start out with the golden seed. I don't care what he looks like. I usually just skip the cutscenes and all that stuff because I assume you've already watched. We'll just get down to the gist of what I do. Just follow me. Pause the video. And we come to the first boss. It's a scripted death. We run in here, introduce ourselves. What's up, bro? Oh, that was not nice. Nice formal greeting. Skip this part. And I don't know, I might make mistakes. Who knows? I haven't planned ahead for this. This is just going off of what I got in the old noggin. So, and sometimes that might be a little bit jumbled. So I do know what I'm doing. I'm not the best player. Not the best player. So the reason I usually use the bandit is because it has a bow, and also because it has a weapon, the knife, the great knife. It has bleed damage. And bleed damage is OP. And we're gonna need it for our little XP or rune farm. So we want to run up to the church here, grab these 400 runes that are on the ground, and I like to grab the smithing stone. I'll touch the grace point.
You're a tar, and I can also that you're not. Then why not? I am Carl.
Talk to the merchant Carl, eh?
I am selling where the land has its only let's say.
And he recommends a few
things. If you can
things.
spare the runes, you should buy yourself a crafting kit. A crafting kit allows you to make basic items on your own. Essential, really, if you intend to survive out here for any duration. The kit costs a bundle, and I admit I do take my cut. But the important thing is that you survive. Every customer counts, after all.
And he's pretty much 100% spot on. So sell your runes to him for 400. Purchase the crafting kit. We still need to get a torch for the darker areas of the game, which we only have 100 runes left. Don't have enough.
I'm glad you took my warning to heart.
So from here, we want to head out north to the next grace point. And we can just dispatch we can kill the 2 soldiers here and we'll have enough for our torch. You can sneak up on this guy. Get the Kukuri. We now have enough for our torch. So what we're doing here is essentially just running to the next grace point here at the gate. Those Erdtree flower or Erdleaf flowers are great for multiplayer, so collect as many of those as you can. You can craft the fingers for them from using them for use with multiplayer to summon in people to your world. You get a cutscene here. She gives you the horse.
Have you heard of the finger? They serve but you. I can turning to aid you. You need her to the foot. Then it's settled. Summon
Accept.
I bequeath. Use it. It will summon torrent. Has treat him.
I like to put it back to morning. Nasty things spawn at nighttime. So anyway, now we have our trusty steed of torrent. I like to put him over here in the pouch. Easy to call. Well, first thing I want to do is grab the map. The map here is very important. And I like to run into this little entrance down here. Is a little, I don't know, a little cave. And it's got a few items we need. You get the Asher War Stomp, and then most importantly the Whetstone Knife, which allows you to put the Ashes of War on your weapons without having to go to a blacksmith. Makes it very handy. And from here I just hop back on our trusty little steed. There's a grace point just right down the road here. Activate that, hop back up on your horse, head back up towards the gate. Some butterflies, they're great for crafting fire bombs. And we just proceed to run straight up the road. You got a giant up above that's going to jump down. It doesn't do anything to you. Just keep on running straight. We're coming up here to grab a few smithing stones and a golden seed, which will help with the number of flasks that we have. Now here's our first golden seed. You want to run by that. Run east out into the field here, and there's a smithing stone on the ground right there. And we'll proceed through this field. We got some wolves. Don't pay them any mind. Just run past this pond. It's always pretty stormy weather out here. Run past the octopus. I wouldn't worry about him. So right here we have a statue that the smithing stones are contained inside of it, but we have to aggro the giant. Say, hello, friend. Break this open for me so I can steal the gems, or the smithing stones. And that's what he does. But he's strong, so watch out you don't get hit. So we got 5 smithing stone number 1s and 1 number 2, which is very handy. So from here, well, run for your life. From here I head back the way I came, cutting over here to the right. Head north here, and you'll find yourself next to a bunch of coffins. Gravesites, gravestones. Pick up the items, you get a bunch of runes. Watch out for the... yeah, watch out for those. They explode, and they can hurt you. That's a rune number 5, that's pretty handy. Pick all these guys up. Rune number 2, which is good. You know, anything you can collect rune-wise is great because it's going to help add to the count for your leveling up. So, and plus you can pick up a few items just for... So from here, we want to head back towards the shack. Head west, southwest. And this is our next site of grace here. Actually, technically what I'll do is, at this point, I have a few golden seeds so I can add charges to the flasks. Okay. Pick up this item. Little stone sword key. They come in handy. Talk to this lady.
Everyone who only to have that. Did you know it's quite a...
Just keep smashing the button.
Well, that, but I don't have... It's scary. I want to on nothing. Can you take...
So it gives you the jellyfish ashes, which is great.
And it'll be glad.
So from here, call back up Torrent. We're going to run up this pathway here. So what we're going to do is we're going to skip some quests for that girl that we just talked to. We're going to kind of skip what she wanted us to do anyway in the first place, but we're just going to run and we're going to unlock a grace point. It's kind of a shortcut to a hub in the world that is safe. You can upgrade your stuff, you can do quest lines, you can buy things. Stop here, get the cookbook, number 7. Like I said, I mean, if you played and you found other shortcut and you think it's better than what I'm doing, then by all means do that. This is just kind of what I do, going off the top of my head on every character I start. It just kind of helps make the game easier. It's a lot easier to start the game off at level 30, 35, 36 than it is at a base level 5. Just continue along the path here. And straight ahead you'll see the grace point. Alright, we activated this grace point. We have our church right here in our vision. So let's go to the church. The church has a sacred tear in it that upgrades our flask healing potential. Sacred tear. There's a guy here, you can talk to him. He's a mage. If you're playing a mage, I would advise talking to him.
Your time, then, believe it or not, for a... Well,
he wants 10 rooms.
My name, presuming you only... Apology, I'm afraid. Oh, right. I can tell you, you've seen that That's the only it's done. After they did the academy, as you might have guessed, making entry to the academy, so I'm... When they come...
I just kind of exhaust his dialogue.
Without one, and you'll never... And if once you've... Would you... I know it, but still...
Alright, buddy. I think
Find
that was
yourself
it.
without one, and you'll never...
He offers some spells. Decent spells. But anyway, there's a quest line for him later on in the game. So if you don't want to miss that, I just pick him up real quick. From here, you head out of the church, straight ahead at this grave site, or gravestone. There's the sorcery book. The Academy Scroll. It contains a few other spells that you have to give a sorcerer, and he'll unlock spells for you a little bit later in the game. So we'll head back. Hit a cutscene.
Forgive me. To determine if you had... It seems my torrent, whereas I'm in... There is, but I can take gathering place.
She offers the ability to go to this new place, and I just, at this point, I decline. And what I want to do is change it to nighttime. And I want to warp back to the church. Church of Ella. Warp back there. Rest at this bonfire. Yeah, well, okay, she's not going to spawn. So anyway, there's a Ronnie the Witch is supposed to spawn here and give you a summoning bell and then some wolves to summon as well. But I think what I think I went too far. So anyway, we can get the same items at the new sanctuary, the round table, where we're going to be going. We'll get those summoning tools for like $100 or 100 runes for the bell and 500 for the wolves. So it's like 600 runes extra we got to spend. Not that big a deal. Not that big a deal. So basically from here, I like to actually run back up here on the old horse, my trusty steed. So funny. You could just run by these guys. It doesn't mean anything. Run by these guys.
Oi! You there? Could you help us out, Cully?
There's a quest guy hiding in the bushes here. He's been turned into a bush.
What'd you go and do that for? Some club. You will
He's not
just
the most
thank you. I
important
was
guy.
pushing. I ended up.
But he'll come into the picture later.
When they and so this is all I hope.
He'll
Or
give you
I
some mushrooms.
Then rhyme.
So basically he's a seamstress, or a seamster, I should say. And from here, remember, you can run over those little skulls that are lit up. They give you some pretty good runes. I usually get this guy right here, and he gives you, if I can hit him, he gives you a Ash of War, which is nice. Determination scroll. Oh, I see it's nighttime. We got our buddy, the Cavalry. He's a bad guy. Yeah, he's probably gonna kill me. To be honest with you, I don't know how we didn't just die there, but... Come on, buddy. Leave me alone. Will ya? And run out. Let's get out of here. Kind of run for a little safety here. It was your first somber smithing stone, right there in the chair. So I'm not going to get killed here. Remember to do this in the daylight, in the morning hours. It's not near so bad here. So just continue running down the road past all these guys. Whew, that's a close call. I mean, there's lots of things you can pick up, but grab this grace point. Actually, probably should rest. Pass the time to morning. And sorry, I gotta keep track of my time here. I can only record in hour increments on the PlayStation, so continue to run the road. Now there's going to be a guy with a ballista. You want to just kind of run here at an angle and then do a jump and he'll shoot right past you. Grab the other smithing stone along the edge. Another stone sword key. We have another grace point. Activate this grace point. Back on the old horse. We have an NPC lady here. We want to talk to her.
Hello? Might I bend your ear? My name is the Servant's Eye, but I swear my good father decided him.
So
I
just
serve in this
exhaust the
I fear
dialogue.
its
You'll get
least.
a
Would
note
you
if
mind
you
when
want
my
you to
soul
give her
release?
dad.
Thank you. Then please. Please, he can be stubborn. He can be stubborn.
Okay, exhaust her dialogue. And he's at the castle. And he's up on the top. Gotta talk to him, and anyway, that's just a quest. Make sure you run past these dogs here. Grab the ring, grab the smithing stone number 2, which is nice. And there's another Ash of War here. I can hit him. What does it do? Ash of War for your bow, mighty. It's pretty cool. Mighty shot works well. Let's see, where am I? There we go. And my headphones kind of went wacko. So right here we have another grace point. Activate that. Talk to this merchant. Oh, hey, look, skull. Extra 200. Talk to this. We'll talk to him. He sells smithing stones, which is very handy. And 600. So what I like to do at this point is just sell a couple of my shards that I found earlier, and then purchase 3 of these. He does sell a smithing stone too for 400. It is worth it. I will sell. I forgot about him, so just sell a couple of these to get you 400. And purchase that number 2 smithing stone. And that's about all we need from him. And you can purchase pots, these crack pots for making bombs and stuff later on, so you can always come back. He does sell a medallion for 1500 runes, gives you more hit points, but I don't think it's worth it. So you can run up next to this geyser, jump up, angle yourself up here towards this rampart, and you can pick up a turtle shield and a warming stone, which is kind of like a portable healing station. And in this little building here, it's an easy spell container to get. You start out the game with two spell slots, and this is an easy way to pick up another spell slot. So these turtles are kind of just hidden around right next to each other, and you have to find 3 of them. And the hardest one to find is the one back here. He's invisible, and you can kind of watch the water here. I'll just let it show for you. You can see him stomp around. There he is. Okay, so that basically opens the seal in this building. And we can go inside and climb up and grab the spell slot. Then, like I said, depending on what character you're playing, you know, you might not even use these, but if you happen to want to down the line change over to a mage or something, you have this memory stone. That's what it is, yeah. So now there's 3 slots available to put spells or incantations or whatever you want to put there, so. And out we go. head back over to the geyser. In case you don't know, you can jump. Not only can you jump up a geyser, you can actually jump down in the geyser and land perfectly fine and not be hurt. Kind of a neat little trick. I like it. And from here, we're going to have a kind of a pain in the butt giant, but there's a map fragment up here we need to grab. And there's that big castle ahead. So we kind of just walk up here. You can see he's going to be shooting. He's going to be shooting at us. And he's kind of a jerk, so we've unlocked the map, and that's always a good thing to get a map fragment. I like to get that out of the way. I can't open the map to show you because I have aggro. There's a little fort up here that I like to grab. Let me get you some early runes. Hop on up here. Take him out. Nice little hand ballista. Hey, that's not very friendly. So now you have a bow and a crossbow. They're pretty powerful, you know, to start with. So you have two options fulfilled, which is really cool. So from here, we need to go back to the Bridge of Sacrifice, I believe is what it is. Get back on our horse. Oh, you're not supposed to do that. You could kill me. Yep. Okay. See, I'm not perfect. And we weren't carrying enough runes to worry about, so it's no big deal. Let's see here. We'll go back up to the one above that. That one's a little more dangerous. Didn't even think about that. "35 minutes in and I feel like I haven't done nothing." Okay, so we're back here. I like to head north, past this guy on the horse. Run through this camp. ransack the cooking book on your horse. Kind of handy. We have another geyser down here. However, let's grab the grace point first. I almost forgot about it. You can usually survive this, no problemos. So basically we're down here in a ravine, dangerous area. And a secret little cave here. Murkwater Catacombs. Nice little spot to explore later on. So we basically want to head back up. As you saw, there's a little shack here. Another smithing stone to pick up here, which is very good. There's a painting that we can examine and pick up. And those are kind of like your own leisure quests. Basically, you just need to look at the picture and find where the picture was taken, and you'll go to it. If you find it, there'll be somebody sitting there in a little chair, and he'll give you whatever items that you get for doing it. Kind of a handy dandy little feature. And I want to continue heading this direction. Just gotta we want to get down there is where we're going. We want to go east. And my memory, yeah, I think it's dropped down here. Should be able to make that. Drop down here. And we have the church that we're trying to get to is straight ahead there. But before we do that, there's some more free rooms just laying around. So we want to pick those up. Get out of those. Run around, grab these bad boys. Nice room 4. I think that's all those. And we got 2 more things here. Ooh, a nice room 6. And a cookbook. These cookbooks are very handy. Let's hop back up on the trusty steed. If I remember right, we have to run and jump down onto this ruin.
Hello? Is anybody there? Someone who might be interested in rescuing the great Kenneth Height.
This guy here,
Servant to the true order and celebrated repudiator of the false.
he talks way too much, but he can do a quest. He'll give you a dagger. You want to liberate his fort or whatever, and he tells you he's going to make you king or he's going to make you a leader or something. But from what I've played so far, he's all He's all bull. Talks all bull. You can kill him and get a golden seed from him if you want. That's up to you. But these little orange guys here, if you kill them, they'll replenish your flask of crimson tears. Mines are full, I don't need to. But the main objective here, run past this giant. Don't want to mess around with him. Run into the third church here. Third Church of America. We have 2 items. Another sacred tear. And most importantly, the flask of wondrous physic, which is kind of like an extra flask that you get to program what you want it to do. And there's a bunch of different attachments that you can add and make different combinations of different spell and healing effects, buffs, whatever. But for now, you can only have what we just found, which I believe we found. Oh, I didn't go there. No, never mind. So you go in to mix it. Means that we only have one. We just click on that, exit out. Now we have an extra healing flask, which is like its own little one use. You get 1 use per rest at the grace point. So it's this guy right here, which is pretty cool. So it's just like a little extra. Alright, well from here, now that I've unlocked that, I like to get the map. Get back on our horse. And let's run to grab the map real quick. I know there's a lot of ways I could be doing this faster. But, you know, this is just how I roughly do it every time. It's not exact science, but grab the map piece, grab the other cookbook, and then beat feet. Just continue on the road here. You'll hear that howling sound. If you look up, you can see him up there, sitting up there on top. That's Blyde. He's a good guy. So this bear here is sleeping, so be very cautious when you run in here. You have to sneak. He's a rune bear, and the rune bears are extremely dangerous. And we get an axe talisman in here, which is pretty cool because I think it raises your charged abilities. Let me look here. I think that's what it is. Enhances charge attacks. So yeah, you know. And what I mean by charge attacks are like if you hold the L2 trigger, like that, that's a charge attack. So those weapons will be buffed. The weapon attack will be buffed now that I have that. So, which is kind of cool. So we got our map. We're down here. We don't need to go back out. We need to go back to the church of Ella, where we first started out. Now this is a point in the game where you can, sorry about that guys, I got a phone call here. Potential spam. Ooh, we like that. Anyway, we want to talk to our little nomad here.
Weren't you? Well, you're back. Care to buy something?
And he'll ask about the howling in the mistwood that we heard. Click on that.
The howl of a wolf in the mistwood. I suppose he must still be skulking about. I know. Why not meet him for yourself? Next time you hear the wolf's howl, make this signal right under the source. Don't fret. There is nothing to fear. I just have an inkling the two of you might hit it off.
And he gives you a
Goodbye
new remote.
for now.
Finger snap. I'll put that in there. Where is it? Finger snap. Alright. Now we want to warp back to here. This is the Mistwood Ruins where Blight is. And we need to talk to him. So we'll go back to the Third Church of America. Hop on our horse. Put a little marker down here. Run past our favorite little ogre. And he's an easy guy to farm later on if you want to come to the church, and you can farm him over and over. Kill him and rest, and kill him and rest. The Grace Point there. It gives like 1,000 something runes. Pretty easy farm.
Is anybody there? Someone who might be interested in rescuing the great Kennyite, servant to the true order and celebrate.
Just kind of grab things of opportunity. There's a Grace Point here. Nice little shortcut. Come on. Yeah, don't catch the attention of the rune bear. Uh-oh. I think he saw us. They are super dangerous. Super dangerous. Oh, there he is.
There? Carly sent you, did he? Ever the bloody busybody.
He's a cool looking character.
Maybe to him you don't seem so strange. The name's Blythe.
Oh. Sorry about that.
Who goes there? Carly sent you, did he? The name's Blythe. I'm looking he fled somewhere nearby. Come tell
So
me
he's
if I
looking
can
for
offer you-
somebody, and he's willing to give us a reward if we help him. So what we're going to do is mark this little spot on the map here, this dark spot, and then we're going to warp to the South Agil Lake. And this is going to be kind of a really good weapon that can get you through mid-game, or all the way through the game if you want. It's a really great weapon. It's something really great to pick up right, early on. I highly recommend it if you're a bandit, if you're doing a dex build. Dexterity-wise, really great weapon. Anyway. We'll head up here. Head to our marked spot on the map here. Oh, bonus. We have some more free rooms laying around. I forgot about these. Look at that. There's some wolves there you kind of got to watch out for. But just kind of weasel around this area and try not to get their attention. I think that was all. I think I caught him. Yeah. Okay. And I wasn't really going to admit it, but I was going the wrong way. It's so easy to do, though. Let's head up here to a marked site. Got these 3 runes laying on the ground. So sometimes inopportune mistakes can create a really good thing. So I made a mistake and it still benefited me. That's the beauty of this game. So this is a forlorn, basically like a little battle arena. And normally I would say stay away. Way too hard. But since we talked to Blythe, he now is going to be our friend and help us fight to get a really awesome weapon. Now hopefully I can survive. You'll notice there is a gold summon sign on the ground. That's our buddy. We want to summon him into here. So main priority here is just to stay alive.
Darrowell, rotting in a cell is no true justice. No. This is where it ends for you.
So if you walk close to this little site there, you'll see him. So I recommend letting Blythe get some good damage in on him. And then you can kind of like run in when he's staggered. Give him a few hits. Try not to get the aggro. Stagger. Don't get hit. Don't get hit. And there we go. He drops the Bloodhound's Fang, which is a really awesome weapon. So just kind of hang back, pick your moments to hit, and at this level he will kill you in 2 hits. So just kind of make sure you hang back. And so we want to talk to him again.
Right. There you are. Had to work for it, but it's done. Don't say I'm not a man of my word. Here's your prize.
And it gives us a smithing stone number 2, which is our second somber smithing stone that we've gotten. So now basically what the somber stones do is they level up special weapons, like the one we just got. And as you can see, we're going to need 18 strength and 17 dex to even equip this thing. So that's also one of the things we're going to be working towards getting all our runes and our special little paths that we're going to take. But this was just to kind of get a base to start with. So you got your weapon here. You have your choice of 2 ranged weapons. Granted, your ballista's strength is level 30, so that could be a little ways down the road. But you got a little spare shield. It's not 100% physical guard, but it's a decent shield if you want to use it as just a standard shield instead of a parry, like this one here is a parry shield. And from here, we're going to go back to the church. So right here. And this is going to be the end of video number 1. And I'm going to start into number 2 here. And we'll see you in a few.